What's going on, people? It is your boy, the Bold Man Wanderer, and I'm back for another reaction, and I'm reacting to my man over here, my man Max German, 128K subscribers. This guy should be hitting higher heights, but he's doing okay for himself. He's got 77K views on this video alone in 2 days. So let's check out what he's on about.
For the past year, I've been eating the same breakfast every single morning, and it's one of the biggest reasons I've gone from being hungry all day long and out of shape, to barely thinking about food and staying.
Is that healthy? Like, is being that ripped healthy? I don't know, man. Maybe. Maybe. Like, do you think he looked healthier before? What's. He's probably not like unhealthy either way, is he? He's clearly quite an extreme, like, fitness fanatic. I guess it's a matter of feeling. I guess he's gonna fill us in.
All day long and out of shape, to barely thinking about food and staying effortlessly lean year round. It's built on a principle I call carb hacking, and once you understand how it works, you'll never
Surely, I don't know what he means by carb hacking, but surely he means just like cutting out all carbs because he's a carnivore dude.
eat breakfast the same way again. This one meal keeps you full for twice as long as anything else you could eat in the morning. It's loaded with every essential nutrient your body needs. It only takes 5 minutes to make, and it's cheap.
I'm guessing it's eggs. It's gotta be eggs, surely. Eggs or beef.
So when I show you what this is, you might think I'm crazy or an idiot. In fact, just a year ago, I probably would have thought the same thing. And yet, it works better than any healthy breakfast I've ever tried. Before I show you what it is, and why it works so well, we first need to break down why the breakfast that most fat loss experts recommend is actually silently ruining your physique. Because once you see how the breakfast you've been told to eat hijacks your hunger hormones and sabotages your metabolism, you'll understand why the mainstream advice is actually fighting against your biology, and how by doing the opposite you're actually working with it. What most experts will tell you is the best.
Let's just see, shall we? Let's see what the best expert of all. Um, what is the healthiest breakfast to eat? So, high fiber, lean proteins, healthy fats. So, evidence based nutrition research consistently points to oats, eggs, fruits, yogurts, nuts, whole grains. It doesn't mention cereal specifically. So, yeah, oats. But that's like highly hypoglycemic. What that goes into your bloodstream quick, right? Whatever you call it. Glycemic index, that's the one. Whole grain toast, whole grain wraps, fruit and berries. So as a breakfast, you're gonna spike your blood sugar. Eggs is sweet, lean proteins, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, healthy fats. Now let's just compare to like a random website. What's the healthiest breakfast, please? Whole Foods. It's not really a supermarket. It's obviously not going to tell you anything good, is it? 71 breakfast ideas. BBC. Yeah. Um, Black beans on avocado toast. Okay. There's always toast, but yeah. Smoky beans on toast. Yogurt pancakes. What the hell? I did ask for like healthy options, didn't I? Avocado and strawberry smoothie. How is that a breakfast? Look at this is the sort of thing. I mean, it's not a health like kick, is it? But I did type in asking for the healthiest breakfast. 71 healthy breakfast ideas. So look, even just an avocado strawberry smoothie. Like, what is in here? So ingredients: strawberry 150 grams, avocado half, a tablespoon of yogurt, and then milk, lime, honey. Like, arguably, some people would say that is healthy, but I mean, that's gonna spike your blood sugar. The strawberries for sure. Semi-skimmed milk. I mean, that's just sugar, isn't it? There's nothing. And honey. That's already a lot of sugar. It doesn't say like how much, but Paul Saladino, he would argue that's fine.
Best breakfast for fat loss is oats, often with some protein powder and some frozen fruit, or something very similar. I ate this breakfast every single morning for years. It was a disaster. Here's how this works against your biology when it comes to fat loss. In just a single serving of 70 grams of oats and 100 grams of frozen fruit, there is roughly 65 grams of carbohydrates. This may sound like a good thing.
And to stay keto, you need to be under 50, right? At least.
Carbohydrates are meant to give you lots of energy. But here's the thing about carbohydrates. Every single gram of them, regardless of the source, breaks down into sugar. So within 30 minutes, as the sugar is broken down by your digestive system, your blood sugar starts to spike. After this meal, your blood sugar continues to rise for the next 30 minutes to 2 hours. This elevated level of blood sugar is very toxic. When excess sugar is in your blood, it begins to fuse to the outside of your cells. This is a highly inflammatory process called glycation.
Oh my god, I've heard of glycation. Not good, not good.
Picture sugar caramelizing on a pan. It's the same idea, except it's happening to all of your cells throughout your body. This makes people age faster, develop wrinkles, and causes body-wide inflammation, which is the root cause of essentially every health issue. It is what
Oh my god. That's why I am cutting out an awful lot of sugar. I mean, like, it's difficult to cut out everything. It's hard. But I'm trying my best.
comes after the spike that is what's wrecking your physique. Because your body wants to bring its blood sugar levels back down as fast as it can, it releases another hormone called insulin. And if you've ever noticed that come mid-morning, after eating carbohydrates for breakfast, you all of a sudden cannot stop thinking about food, you're in a bad mood, and everyone seems annoying. Well, this is because of what insulin does. Insulin's job is it essentially knocks on the door of your cells. It tells them to open up so sugar can move out of your blood and into the cell, where it gets burned for energy. Now, here's the massive problem. After 2 to 3 hours of consuming this meal, your blood sugar starts to come back down. In most people, after a high carbohydrate meal like this, it will at least to a very minor degree go below your baseline level. And for many people, it goes well below this level. This state is called reactive hypoglycemia. Now, you certainly don't want high blood sugar levels, but you also don't want low blood sugar levels either. In this state, your body essentially thinks it's run out of
And just some of this nasty ass food that we're eating as well. All these biscuits and cakes. I mean, he's talking about supposedly healthy stuff. Try eating half a pack of biscuits. And it's just your breakfast he's talking about here. I mean, there's like, you're going to be shoveling food down your throat all day.
stored body fat, and as a result, you get ridiculously hungry. Hence why come 10 AM after this meal, you're suddenly starving. Now, this begs a question. Why has this happened? Why has your body allowed your blood sugar to go below baseline? Your body has the ability to turn its own fat into glucose and keep blood sugar at an ideal level. So, why has your body not done this? Well, it all comes back to that hormone insulin. When insulin is elevated, it acts like a lock on your fat cells to burn stored body fat. Your body relies on a hormone called hormone-sensitive lipase. Hormone-sensitive lipase is what pulls fat out of storage
But it can't get in.
and releases it into your bloodstream as fuel. Now this enzyme, it certainly lives up to its name, because hormone-sensitive lipase is very sensitive to the hormone insulin. Insulin actually shuts it off completely. So, as long as your insulin level is high, your fat is biochemically locked away. You could be running a marathon, and your body, it still would not touch it. This is
That's why people get so fat, man. And yeah, it's just. Oof. How many people are obese in the UK? Let's just go for the UK. Compare with other countries. So, one of the highest in the UK, and I don't think I'm obese, but I'm certainly got a few extra pounds going on that I'm trying to lose. 28% of adults obese, 64% overweight or obese. This places the UK among the top 5 highest obesity countries in the OECD. What the hell's the OECD? Don't know. UK obesity versus other countries. 50%. America, pretty savage. Argentina, I mean, that's a bit of a odd one, isn't it? Australia, not surprised really. What are these over here? Um, can't bloody think what they are there. It's not Turkey, is it? Turkey kind of goes across, then goes down. Oh my god, there's my geography, folks. Sorry, I can't remember every single country in the world. But yeah, you get the idea. There's a lot of people who are overweight. But because they're eating too much sugar, it's that simple. But how do you get away from it?
This is why with marathon runners, regardless as to their body fat levels, they're often consuming sugar gels the entire time. And the thing with insulin is that when it rises after a high carbohydrate meal, it actually stays elevated for hours, even after your blood sugar is back at baseline or below it. So now your blood sugar is lower than your body wants, but your body can't access its stored fat to use it for energy. In response to this, it does the only thing it can. It fires off a powerful hunger signal to your brain telling you need to eat immediately. As far as your body's concerned, your tank is completely empty, and there's no way to refill it other than going and finding more food. So then what happens is, well, you're starving, and you have to eat again. Likely you'll have some more carbohydrates, and then a few hours later after this next meal, you crash again. And this cycle goes on all day.
Tell you what I would eat. I would eat like a sandwich for breakfast. I would make it like meaty because I thought, like meat's good. Like if it's a meaty sandwich, but you got like 4 slices of bread or whatever. And then I'd have the same for lunch. I'd have like literally the same thing because I thought, it's savory, savory sandwich. Yeah, nice. Um, then I'd come home. So I've had like 2 rounds of sandwiches, like one at work, one for breakfast. I'd come home and then crisps immediately. Always dive in for the crisps. Like, oh, I could eat 3 packets easy. Then I'd have my dinner. Could be anything. A variety of British foods like mash and chips and whatever, like these sweet sauce packets. And then I would have the cake as well. And it got to the point where some days, honestly, I could eat I'd eat the whole pack of cakes. So like £2.50 worth of cakes would be gone. Insane amount of sugar. The thing is, after I've cut that, I won't buy any crisps anymore. I won't buy any cakes anymore. I won't buy any biscuits anymore. I'll eat like a little bit of fruit, and I find that so sweet. Like the thought of biscuits and crisps is just frightening now.
It is this vicious cycle right here as to why 95% of diets fail. It's also why you could eat a massive meal of oats or bread for breakfast and still be starving come 10 am. The bottleneck or limiting factor for 99% of people in regards to looking so good that every single person you know is asking for your secret is appetite. It's how hungry are you? So when you start your day by eating something that starts this hormonal cascade that makes you hungry all day long, it makes perfect sense as
I'll eat. We still don't even know what this bloody guy eats for breakfast. I'll eat like, okay, like 6 eggs, um, about 150 grams of ground beef, and a tin of salmon. That's a big breakfast, like big. But I won't need to eat lunch, and I'll feel fine all day at work. And then I'll come home and eat something like pretty high protein as well. But that's all I'll do. And he's right. Like skipping lunch would have been unbearable, especially when you're working. I wouldn't have even dreamed of it. But now I sit around at work watching people who are just eating lunch. Like, you don't need to do that, but
To why most people don't look the way they want to look. The thing with oats is that they're not even the worst carbohydrate source at doing this. They are actually what is referred to as a complex carbohydrate, meaning they increase your blood sugar at a slower rate that also doesn't peak as high. And
you haven't even got into modified starches yet. Jesus Christ. Modified starches. If I haven't told you about them yet, you gotta get onto that. Modified starches. Why are they so bad? So basically, modified starches, and it will say here that they're like engineered. Oh, it says, hang on, short answer. Modified starches aren't bad in the sense of being toxic. So, yeah, okay, I'm sure you could have like a tiny bit and you'd be okay. But we're talking about getting fat and like eating sugar all the time and becoming hooked on sugar. So they're simple starches that have been physically, enzymatically, or chemically altered to improve stability, texture of shelf life. Okay. But they add calories without nutrition. They raise the blood sugar. Like quickly digested. They're quickly it's quick blood sugar rises. It gives you that hit, right? It gives you that addiction. So themselves are not addictive, but we know sugar's addictive, and it's my theory, I guess. Like I'm gonna be here for ages typing stuff like blood sugar quickly, it's more addictive. This will be the last one, then we'll go back to the video. It gives you a better feeling. It's a dopamine hit. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Why didn't you just say that in the first place, AI? Rapid glucose spike. Quick burst of energy, then crash. You get hooked.
And therefore, when you consume them, your blood sugar also comes back down in a much more steady manner in comparison to other types of carbohydrates. With other foods such as white bread, which are referred to as simple carbohydrates, the effect of this is even sharper. Your blood sugar shoots up faster, insulin floods in faster, and the crash on the other side is even steeper. But another massive problem with oats, and this is one very few people talk about, is that they contain a compound called phytic acid. Phytic acid is essentially a mineral magnet. It is part of a category of compounds referred to as anti-nutrients. When you consume phytic acid, it grabs nutrients and minerals such as zinc, iron, and magnesium from your meal and it locks them up so your body can't absorb.
Jesus Christ. There's a lot to digest in this, folks. Lots to digest. Phytic acid. I think that's how you spell it. Plant seeds, rice, wheat, maize, wheat germ, legumes, nuts. I don't eat any nuts. Like, I was always under the impression that nuts were healthy. I used to eat them a lot, but nah, not anymore, son. Seeds, everyone thinks seeds are like some incredibly healthy thing when the plant itself, that is what they want to protect. Yeah, you can try and lower it, but
Absorb them. And the degree to which it does this is rather shocking. A study conducted by Larson, published in the British Journal of Nutrition, found the body only absorbs 11.8% of the ink and 4.4% of the iron from a standard bowl of oatmeal. And other studies have shown it actually binds with the nutrients from the other foods you consume these oats with. Now, why does this matter when it comes to fat loss? Well, it connects to a deeper rule about hunger that most people completely miss. Hunger as a whole is very multifaceted, and there are many factors that affect it. We just saw this with the blood sugar example. But a major factor in this hunger equation is how many nutrients have you consumed, and more importantly, how many have you absorbed. Your body is looking for every nutrient it needs to run. B12, vitamin A, K2, choline, iron, zinc, you name it, your biology.
Your Just Clean bathroom.
I'm just trying to find out, like, what he eats now. So I think we get the idea. And there's a whole load of these videos for you to look into. You can come and check out the rest of the video if you feel free. But I'm pretty sure I've just seen a picture. It's eggs and it's meat. That's what I eat, folks. And I don't feel hungry. Like, not really. Even now, I've hit the gym quite a few days in a row. That's why I'm a bit. I ain't done much today. I can't be bothered, but I've been on it the last few days. And I'm just not hungry. I'm not smashing like carbs down my throat.
Inside your body. When you start your day eating this versus oats or any high carbohydrate meal for that matter is night and day. The first thing is with your blood sugar. Beef and eggs have essentially zero carbs, so your blood sugar barely moves. It rises slightly and stays slightly elevated for roughly 2 to 3 hours. Then after 3 hours, because this
You can, like, if you eat enough, still you feel like a bit groggy and a bit lazy after a big meal. And I'm talking like a big meal. I'm not even that big, you know, but I've been eating 6 eggs and like sometimes 300 grams of beef in one meal. Yeah, it can be quite a lot.
spike was so small, it slowly comes back down and never drops below baseline, so you never get this reactive hypoglycemia. Then, because your insulin also stays low, your fat cells stay completely unlocked, so your body can actually access its stored body fat as fuel. But by no means is this the only way that this meal impacts your hunger hormones. Beef and eggs are both extremely high in healthy fats. Healthy fats trigger the
Healthy fats. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there, folks. Max German. Give him a watch. He's got lots of other good stuff as well. Like, I particularly like his Why We're Carnivore videos. So, yeah. Catch you in the next one, folks. See you in a bit. Bye.